Today on 100 Yards of Football, the NFL season is here, and Vincent Turner is here to parse it with you. Today, we've got our game preview and predictions, starting off with the Eagles of Philadelphia taking on the Lions of Detroit. Join Vincent Turner now to give his crystal ball lookout for this game right here on 100 Yards of Football.
Welcome to 100 Yards Football, a great introduction by my man, Mr. Mark Bass. So if you like the video today, please comment and share it. I surely appreciate it here at 100 Yards Football. The NFL season is starting. Week 1, the game, Super Bowl, champions, Aaron Donald, Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, the Dallas Cowboys. What more can you say? It's football time in the state of Georgia and across America, the NFL. So my first game that I'm going to preview in week 1 is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Detroit Lions. The Eagles are coming into the game, and boy, did they make some outstanding acquisitions in the offseason. And they got a gentleman out of Tennessee. I call him the mothership. A.J. Brown has landed in Philly, and he's bringing some real serious stats. 2,900 yards in 43 games, 24 touchdowns. He's from the state of Mississippi, Stockville, Mississippi. Went to the University of Ole Miss. And if you've been watching 100 Yards Football over the course of time, I always tell you, special people, it's something in the water. Morgan Freeman, James Earl Jones. Now let's get back. The Eagles offense. To me personally, the biggest key to the Philadelphia Eagles this season is going to be Jalen Hurts, the quarterback. Last year, he finished 22nd in passing rating. But this is a young man that had 3,100 yards passing, 16 touchdowns, and 9 TDs. One other thing about Philadelphia and Jalen Hurts, they led the league in rushing, averaging almost 156 yards a game. Miles Sanders had 754 yards. Mr. Hurts had 784 yards. And they still got the young man backing up Mr. Sanders, Kenny Gainwell, that averaged 4.5 inside the University of Memphis. And then when you look at the Eagles' offense overall, they still got Roll Tide on the outside, Devontae Smith. So think about Devontae Smith and now the mothership, A.J. Brown in Philly. But make no bones, the key is Jalen Hurts. And I'm sorry, Mr. Hurts. You on the hot seat because all eyes on you. You cannot have no excuses. And then when you look at Philly on the defensive side of the ball, boy, championship level. They still got Fletcher Cox out of Yazoo, Mississippi, by way of Mississippi State. They brought in the beast from the University of Georgia, Jordan Davis, and they got another Mississippian from Hoyle, Mississippi, by the name of Kobe Dean. I heard he been bowling. And then their secondary, which I think is the strength of their team, Darius Slay, James Bradbury, who they brought off from the Giants. And then they got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson from the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to tell you real seriously, if Jalen Hurts plays at a high level and is able to improve his passing rate, improve from 22nd in the league, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be something to handle offensively. Now, let's move over to the Detroit Lions. Hard knocks. I'm going to bite your kneecaps off. Dan Campbell. Watching Hard Knocks this season with the Detroit Lions, when I first looked at the first show, I thought it was going to be like a comedy show, a circus. But what I learned, Mr. Campbell has put together a real good staff. I came away impressed with Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator. I came away impressed with Deuce Staley, the running backs coach. Mark Brunell, the quarterbacks coach. Hank Fraley, the offensive line coach. This Lions team, when you watch Hard Knocks over the last season and watch their last episode last night, you could tell Dan Campbell is building a culture. The Lions offensively, to me, they still got a quality quarterback in Jared Goff. Last year, he threw for 3,200 yards, 19 touchdowns, 8 INTs. Amon St. Brown is a fantastic young receiver. A lot of people are complaining because he's a 4th-round pick out of USC, but I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at his productions, over 90 receptions, 970 yards. Then you got DeAndre Swift, who I think, when it's all said and done, he can become one of the top 5 dual running backs in the league. Last year had over 1,300 yards, total offensive yards with the Lions and scored 8 touchdowns. And then defensively, you know, that the Lions, when you look at them overall, no matter what their record were, no matter what they did back in the day, they still played defense and they still played hard and they still would knock your teeth off when you came up there to Motown. Think about it. The years of Len Barney, Alex Karras, what a gentleman that's going to carry that torch. Aiden Hutchinson, first round pick out of Michigan. It's going to be a great game going down Sunday, down in Ford Field in Detroit. My prediction, I think it's going to be a close football game. I'm taking the Eagles 27, the Lions 24. So, if you like the video today, please come in and share it. I've been your host, Vincent Turner, here on 100 Yards Football. Thank you to my man, Mr. Mark Bass, for bringing me up this morning, and to my producer, Logan Landers. The Eagles, the Lions, Mothership, Motown, woo-wee, Smokey Robinson, Barry Gordy, Aretha Franklin, Ford Field, Dan Campbell, Jalen Hurts.